When I get up out the bed, I get fresh to start my day. And Jesus Christ by my side. For every single step I make. Is he behind me? Nah. But he's got my back. I know that for a fact. He's way in front. Although he lets me choose my own path. And even if I do bad, he saves me with intersections to turn me around rather than double cross his blessings with me seeing his presence, all his deeds and his essence. And sometimes with karma, he feeds me his message, cause I'll be apologizing, begging for acceptance before Satan strikes my soul, using me as a weapon like he's got a butterfly net, trying to capture me. But I go straight through like Curry strapping at the 3. Get on your mark, get set and go, and turn your life into a festival. If Satan strikes, then you stand up strong. With God in Christ, and you flex him home. Get on your mark, get set and go, and turn your life to a festival. If Satan strikes, then you let him know he ain't breaking your soul like them walls of Jericho.
Hey, this is Cleveland's disability attorney, Mike Leiner. I am here today introducing a very special project that we are undertaking in our office, the Stephen Project, and I have a special person sitting next to me, none other than the inspiration, Mr. Stephen Jones. Say hi. Stephen was a client of mine a few years ago, and a client who we were just sharing stories a minute ago, a client who, even just specific details about his case have never left my mind. Just to give a little bit of background, Social Security, even though typically in my practice they withhold attorney's fees, they did not do that and released the attorney fee that would have typically gone to my office directly to Stephen. Oftentimes when that happens, we expect that we're never going to see the money from the client. But Stephen, and this special person that he is, he contacted my office as soon as he found out about that and said, no, I want to make this right. I want to find a way to pay you. And when he said that, I started thinking about, as great as it is that Stephen wanted to, make things right with me, what if we could use that money that Stephen was going to pay my office to do different things? And so I came up with an idea that him and I are going to begin launching this coming Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, which is December 3rd, the Stephen Project, where Stephen is going to make his first donation, which is going to be the first of 18 donations. He's going to be making one donation of $36 every month for 18 months to a different nonprofit organization located here in Northeast Ohio. And what we really hope to accomplish is to basically set a footprint. And even though Stephen's going to donate $36 every month, I'm going to make a contribution every month to each of the organizations that Stephen donates to. We hope that that's just the baseline. And we hope that people see that if Stephen can donate money and I can give money, I don't care if you give 50 cents, I don't care if you give a nickel, if you give $5, whatever you're able to give. What we want to do, especially as we're starting this in the holiday season, it's going to be continuing on for a year and a half, is show that as a group of people in Northeast Ohio, we can build bridges, we can really make change if people come together through the power of philanthropy and donate, even just a little bit. And so, we're really excited to launch the Stephen Project. Stephen is a great partner in this project, and I want Stephen to talk a little bit about himself. Well, Stephen, first, why don't you tell us what we're going to be making the first donation to on December 3rd?
First donation will be to True Vine Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay, and tell us, it sounds like the church is a place that has a special place in your heart. They've been there for you when things weren't always going right.
Well, yes. Actually, before we went to court and I was having issues with Social Security, the pastor was trying to support me. And I feel that some churches, they're using the church to get profit, but this church, they're actually supportive.
And you've kept in contact with the pastor even after.
Yes, I have. I haven't been there in who knows how long, but I've still been in touch with the pastor. He actually gave me ideas for other places we could donate to as well.
That's excellent. And so I'm honored. I didn't even know about his role in helping you develop places that we could donate to until earlier, but I'm honored that he influenced you and played a role in this project. But I think that's a perfect place for us to start, with our, on the path of giving that we're going to be going down together. Let me ask you, so, just a little bit about you, and, you are receiving SSI benefits, right?
Yes,
and what are the medical conditions you have that have made you unable to work full-time for the past several years?
My epilepsy, my anxiety, my depression, and my OCD.
But one thing that's great is that you're somebody who you're so artistic, and you're even the hoodie that you're wearing today, that's something you designed.
Yes.
And you're planning on starting a company and being able to hopefully sell those in the future?
Yes, actually, I've already kind of started a company with my cousin, and we are also donating because my cousin told me a story of when he talked to his girlfriend about women and what they go through, and it changed his view on them, and he wanted to try to support the homeless woman with feminist products.
Okay, and so is that through the profits of the sweatshirts that you guys are donating the money?
We make sweatpants, sweatshirts, and T-shirts.
Okay, and how long have you guys been working on this company for?
Well, he saw me making hoodies and shirts, and he wanted to try to get into it. That's basically the same thing we're trying to do with the donations. How we want people to see us doing it, and then maybe even 50 cents. That's basically what happened with him with this.
That's excellent. Are there other places that, and you and I, we kind of have a working list, but when you're thinking about the places that are most important for you to donate to, are there places that you think of that have helped you or that you've noticed in the community help others that are important for us to touch over the next year and a half together?
The churches I've consistently been to, the Epilepsy Foundation, the Cleveland Clinic, and the men's shelter.
Okay.
They've helped me.
Okay. One of the things that we're excited to do with the Stephen Project is engagement, and the ability to engage other people through philanthropy. So, you can follow the Stephen Project along on our Facebook page, on our website, through the Liner Legal app. There's many different ways that you're going to be able to engage and follow along as we make contributions and start participating and visiting the different organizations and philanthropies that we're going to be making contributions to over the next year and a half. But we also want to hear from you, from the greater Northeast Ohio community. And if the people that are watching this have ideas or suggestions of places that have touched you or touched people like my clients who are going through a difficult time while applying for Social Security disability benefits, those are definitely the types of agencies that we want to consider making donations to. So please feel free to drop us a line. Let us know about your suggestions, any thoughts you have, and we will absolutely take that into consideration. So we definitely want to make this as big of a thing as possible and have as big of an impact as we can have.